Hey y'all, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. In the last part, we started doing some looting around the Imperial City. We started working our way around the south side of the map, and that went pretty well for us. We also discovered this shrine to Hearsing, and we're not going to be able to do anything with that for a while. We have to be level 17, but that will be nice for us in the future. And we also got our first pieces of magic equipment, which seem like they'll be pretty good for us. And to start off today, I think we're actually going to head back north and probably start heading west over to Wayne Priory, because there is something there that I would like to get. We should be able to find it no problem. Who is this? Baragil Inn and a Way Shrine of Zenithar. Okay, let's see which one that is. I want to say that might be smithing or mercantile. Fortify luck. I feel like this might be me needing to go track down cheese or something. Yeah, this is Khajiit. I think you have a quest.
Can you help me find my lost jumbo potatoes?
The potatoes, right. Yeah. What's up with these?
Please, you must help me find them. If I don't have them for the next batch of my famous potato bread, I don't know what I'll do. How stupid I was to leave them outside all alone like that. All I wanted to do was give them some sun. Next thing I knew, they were gone. I saw someone running off to the west, but I'm too frightened to journey into the woods alone. Please, can you help me? I'll pay you well, I swear.
It seems like we have a new priority in life. All right, let's go figure out these potatoes. We'll go ahead and follow her trail. She said she saw him headed out this way. And could you believe I think we found who stole it? Okay, get a little bit of distance here for a second. Also, I will say it's probably worth pointing out. It's pretty funny. I guess I was reading online. Apparently, the jump in difficulty from Adept to Expert is 3 times extra damage for the enemy, so I might end up dropping that back down. I do want to try it out for a bit, though, because it is pretty funny. Fortunately, we can outrange this guy fairly easily, so how about... Oh, yeah, he doesn't like the range at all. Here we go. I think we'll be all right. There we go, 1 ogre down. There we go, 6 jumbo potatoes and ogre teeth, which are damage intelligence and resist paralysis. Naynond Twill. Okay, well, spoiler alert, it's not that easy to get in here as it turns out. Okay, we'll probably end up coming out of here later or getting a quest to come over here. Ooh, that's a well, though. There's also some kind of fort downhill, so I want to go tag that before we head back. Oh, that is a conjurer, I believe. It does look like I am out of any poisons, unfortunately. I should probably take a second to do a little bit of alchemy after this fight. Yeah, unfortunately, your little dagger ain't gonna do much. I think you might have backup, though. I think I saw 2 scamps there. Oh, is that a legit scamp? Oh, yeah, stunted. There we go, not too shabby. And a marksman quilted doublet, which is 6 marksman. Not terrible for an assassination. We'll probably end up selling that, though. I will be wanting to get some clothes eventually, so I can do some better buying and selling in town. But for now, I don't think we need to have too many outfits on us, because that is just extra carry capacity. And that did go pretty well for us. So let's go inside and see if there's anything worth grabbing. We are down to 22 steel arrows, which is okay. Not great, but we should be able to get through another dungeon or 2 if we're careful. And next room, there's a drawbridge of some sort. I think if we really want to, we could parkour over to that, or we could just activate the turn handle that's right there. Let's check out the side room first. There we go. Okay, second one. Yeah, the easiest way to deal with those, by the way, is just tap the pin a couple times until you can figure out when you're going to get a slow one and then go for those. I feel like it's a little bit more difficult than the Fallout and Skyrim ones where you just position the lockpick and turn. I think I do like the system. Okay, that goes to a different section. I hear a Nern root. That'll be probably over this way. And I heard hissing. Sounds like it might be undead. So I guess that means this one over here is supposed to be the exit. So let's check it out. Okay, sounds like they might be able to pathfind their way over to me since I came in here while I was spotted. That could be a bit of a problem. Yep. Okay, well, that was a decent little start. I mean, if they want to rush me here, we actually have a pretty decent little setup. Oh, there was a zombie over here. think this one is still trying to work their way over. Yeah, if they're gonna stay over there, I might as well loot this before we move on. Literally nothing, as it turns out. Unfortunate. Let's see if there's anything a little bit higher up. That sounded a little bit scarier than a scamp. That sounded like a clan fear or something, maybe. Maybe I'm overestimating how much they can summon already. They shouldn't be able to do that for a while, I don't think. All right, nice miss, dingus. Okay, another one down. Go ahead and take an opportunity to heal up a little bit. I think they might actually be in a different part of the level where we have to go through the bridge to get to them. So we'll actually head back that way first. Oh, hey, guess who almost found me last time? Whoops. It's fine. Okay, you got me a little bit cornered. That's fine. Go right by you because you have a dagger. Don't mind me. Just gonna heal and run past you. Okay, didn't follow me back through yet. Come on. Okay, they may have problems with doors. Maybe that's the issue. I'm pretty sure I've seen them use them before, though. You guys actually really camping me with the dagger. It's pretty scary. Let's go for a couple more healing potions real quick. We should be fine. He's just really good at waiting until exactly when you drop your guard and then he'll attack. The AI is not that bad about knowing when to go for that, though. There we go. I'll try to start to remember to take this off during actual fighting so you guys can see a little bit better. I'm not sure how much of a health buff the... Oh, come on, he healed. I'm not sure how much of a health buff the AI receives on this difficulty spike, but it's fine. This game was made to cheese, so we can cheese away. Even better is dagger wore off. There we go. Those flax seeds I picked up last time, those are good for restoring magic. They're one of the few items that I really do enjoy just actually eating them raw, just for like a little bit of a magic buff if I don't have anything better to do. Definitely worth grinding them down to the potions if you have the other ingredients, but they're not bad on their own. There we go, stunted scamp down. Should just be one or two more conjures, I think. Okay, I think this might be one of the bosses, and they happen to be unaware. Okay, that's fine. Oh, come on, that was between his legs? Oh, game, please. And we cannot get our scamp up yet. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and waste his. Okay, a little bit of a dive. Okay, we'll go the long way around. It's fine. A little bit of backup and round.
A fine pair of boots, lizard.
Saw another conjure up top. See if he'll stick with the range contest for a bit. Come on, pincushion. There we go. Also, looking at that, it doesn't look like they totally bumped up recovery for arrows, but they did significantly buff it. Thief of Virtue. I don't think this is a skill one. Yeah, no, they should be, I think, at least 50 or 75 gold, if I remember right, for a skill book. And here we go, an Apprentice Alembic. Okay, that'll be one of our first bits of extra brewing equipment for alchemy. That'll be really nice. Honestly, just for that, this raid was worth doing. That is good to see. Okay, here's another door to the winter station. So that'll lead to the second area that we were looking at. All right, dead end, get fucked me, that's fine. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, I think that's just a straight up dead end, good. Glad that happened. This place is all crossbacks, because I don't even know how that other guy got up to that section earlier. Yeah, I remember shooting down there. Oh, right, I think we fell off of here earlier. Yeah, they're still here and they're still aware. The local map on this one's a little less useful, as it turns out. It's a little bit wonky. I did find one conjure that I hadn't looted yet, so that's good. Oh, there was a clan fear. I knew I heard one. There we go. Yeah, our first look at the clan fear runts. Pretty dangerous as it turns out. Still pretty dangerous. Also, is that the final chest if I don't get killed here by this conjurer? Okay, we're fine. I'm gonna need to just use some potions, go find a better spot, and the important thing is that we found him. That's the good news. Okay, here we go. And I did have one more health poison, so I'm gonna actually use that. Guess he healed himself. Good news. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. I don't know if I can take on a clan fear and a conjure in these circumstances, actually. I don't have anywhere to get cover or chill for half a second. Yeah, this is a problem, as it turns out. Okay, fall back to the other load section for a second. Okay, he followed me through, so they can still follow you through load zones.
That's the best you can do?
There we go. Okay. Ooh. The problem is, I'm pretty sure that clan fear is actually a clan fear and not a summon. So we still need to clear that thing out. There's the flax seeds at work, by the way, so it's not the longest buff or the most impressive, but every little bit helps when you need a little bit extra. I'll be honest, I don't know what the big treasure at the end was. It may have literally just been the alembic that was worth it here. Also, I guess our scamp killed you at some point. Good job. We should definitely grab a nap before we leave, though, so we can level up. We might even have 2 in there. And level 7. You resolve to continue pushing yourself. Perhaps there's more to you than you thought. I think we continue on that endurance track for sure. Willpower I'm going to go for because I feel like we do need a little bit more magic going. And I'm actually going to put some points in agility so we can get a little bit more of that range damage. And I do want to double check. Was it just short swords or was it all swords? Daggers, short swords, and bows. So this should still, yeah, long swords. Okay. So we do probably want to go into strength a little bit more, and we don't have another level up in the book, so it was just that one. In the next level up or two, we'll start trying to pivot a little bit more into strength to make sure that our damage output is keeping up, because I'm not sure if that's going to get rebalanced for the difficulty or not. I think people are already making mods to rebalance it, which is funny, but I figure we might as well play the broken stuff on the game at launch because, you know, it's not going to stay this way forever, so we might as well enjoy it. More importantly, let's go return these potatoes. I'm sure we have a very worthwhile reward at the end of it if I don't get killed by a rogue rat first. There we go, get a little bit of heavy armor because we're wearing those feather boots. Oh, speaking of, all my equipment is probably virtually destroyed. I should probably repair some of that. Actually, it's all looking okay. Up to level 30 armor, not too shabby. It looks like we are pretty close to that level up. Hold on. Is that a wolf? Timber wolf. Okay, even tougher wolf. Good. And it's smart enough to come for me. Scampy, go. Oh, just. Oh, that was scary.
You have them. You have them. I can sense they're with you.
I sure do have them. Here you go. One set of jumbo potatoes.
Oh my goodness, you found them. Oh, I could kiss you.
Money's fine.
As promised, I owe you a reward for your efforts. I present you with my first batch of famous potato bread. More valuable than gold. Enjoy.
Not even a joke, I do fuck heavy with potato bread, so that is also acceptable. I'm not gonna get any of these pronunciations right. Thank you, cat lady. If we look, we have the famous potato bread, gives us restore health and detect life. Not too bad. I'm not sure if we can come back and get more of this or if this is just a one-off. I'll probably hold on to it for a little bit, but we will definitely want to make use of that restore health at some point. Okay, I say that, I'm pretty sure we actually have some venison, so how about we actually make use of the new alembic? There we go. So yeah, up here, it's gonna get added, and each one does something different. I can't remember if I can tell what it's gonna actually boost by looking at it. I don't remember what each piece does, but it is good. I can guarantee that. Oh, we actually have a couple. Here we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make 2 of each. And lucky us, we actually have some stinkhorn and flax, so that can be our first restore magic. That's the other thing that flax is good for. You can make feather potions eventually. Flax is one of, if I remember right, probably one of the best ingredients you can grab in the game because it has a lot of good effects on it. So definitely keep an eye out for that going forward. There we go, a new level up because we did quite a bit of alchemy. I could stop back at the end, but we can get pushing a little bit. There will be a place to sleep at the next dungeon, I'm sure. Just out back of the fort we just raided, there was some nerd root right here, so make sure you grab that if you're in the neighborhood. Although I did happen to see, yeah, Clavigus Files Shrine. We should probably hit this one up as well. I think this is another one we can't do for a while. I think it's a pretty high-ranking one. But I remember it being pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. I'm also not sure if any of the Daedric stuff got rebalanced or not.
You approach the shrine of Clavicus File. You should not be here unless you have business with Lord Clavicus.
How can I please your god today?
Here we worship Lord Clavicus. Do you have business with the Daedra?
Depends on what kind of business he's interested in.
There are many deals to be made, even with a god. You could find great wealth or painful death.
Oh, please,
if you
number
wish
2.
to bargain with Clavicus Vile, approach with an offering of 500 gold and hope the Lord smiles on your offering.
Yeah, we're not doing that one for a while either. That is going to be a pretty easy one to do at that point in the game. We'll definitely be able to just sneeze and give him 500 gold without a problem. There was a bedroll just outside this ruin, right? We might as well use it since we're in the neighborhood. Yeah, here we go. And we cleared this place out. We might as well... Never mind. Okay, well, I cannot find the damn bastard. Let's just head inside, double check, see if they didn't just respawn completely. Wow, they did respawn, actually. That is a very quick respawn timer. That hasn't even been a day, I don't think. I guess in that case, let's just keep pushing up the road. Also, follow up. If they are still here, then why wasn't there a guy right outside? Because we're just like in the camp. And any second... Oh, you took care of it. The Imperial Legion doing their job. Yeah, I was about to say, I know we're about to get ambushed, but never mind. A slight upgrade. We're going to upgrade from bracers to gauntlets, so hopefully that makes a difference. It probably won't, but you never know. I like it aesthetically. Oh, Yellow Tick Cave. Okay, that's another good one that has some alchemy equipment inside. You know what? Let's not get too distracted. I want to get to Wayne and Priory. Where is the guard? Goblin. Empty. Okay, so somebody may have already cleared this place. Oh, never mind. There it is. Okay, it triggered the bandit that was gonna ambush us. Get the free damage while we can. All right, this guy looks like he's gonna be pretty tough. I think that was chainmail. Also, yeah, spoiler alert, that guy was 100% gonna rob us. So let's not let that happen. Also, we did make a bunch of different damage fatigue potions to clear out inventory space, so how about we start doing some of that? Yeah, I'm not sure how much the AI actually cares about the stamina system. That guy did just freak out for a second. Maybe he cares about it more than I thought he did. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was hoping that would work. Oh, I didn't get it the second time, but we didn't die. Go ahead and run up the stairs. Yeah, this guy is dead set on getting me, which is fine. We'll just drain him over time. Oh, there we go. All right. Maybe fatigue poisons are a little bit better because I think the only reason the scamp was getting damaged was because he was letting his guard down. And I think he was actually getting stun locked or something. I could be making that up. I didn't get a chance to get a good look at the guy, unfortunately. We drop our rough leather curious straight up for chainmail, and we drop a leather shield for a light iron one. I like that look so far. Oh yeah, we do need to try and find a legit helmet at some point, or make this thing magic. Okay. Oh, that was easy. I feel like there's gonna be something a little bit bigger than a rat in here. Is that a... That looks like it should be a trap. It is not. There we go, goblins. And we'll go with the right path. I'm pretty sure the left path is going to be where we exit out of, if I remember this place right. So we'll clean that up on our way back. Let's see. Keep an eye out for traps. It's goblins, so you know they're going to have some. I see the balls there on the ceiling in the background. Another one down. I am gonna see if I can... Okay, well, I didn't trigger whatever that is. Okay, I get a feeling that's gonna be slightly loud for you guys, so I'm actually gonna deal with that real quick. I'll get back to you in just a second. Okay, as it turns out, he doesn't even have that much of interest on him. It was just a healing potion in the chest, and he has a little bit of jewelry on him. I suppose it's better than the kick in the teeth. Or, you know, getting shot to death over and over by thousands upon thousands of darts. And there was a goblin on the other side of it, so hopefully, if I do this right... Hey, come get me. Wow, he ate that like a champ. Okay, right around the corner next room. Oh, I see the second one too. That's fine. We'll make it work. Block with that. Get you before you can react. Thank you, Scamp. Should I be assuming that the goblins are the ones that are restocking that thing? No shot, right? They operate traps and stuff, sure, but I mean, that seems a little bit advanced for their liking. Either that or the Imperials really assumed that somebody really wanted that chest when they built this place. A little bit more gold, nothing too crazy here yet. We'll keep going deeper. We could also probably take a nap in that room if we really wanted to, but I think we should just clear the place out just to be safe. Chances are if I do go to bed, I'll wake up with a goblin trying to cuddle up with me. Which doesn't sound like the best right this moment. I think this is the end. Yeah, here we go, stockade. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the one that has the little rat corral down at the bottom with a bridge over it, if it's the one I think it is. Oh, right, this puzzle. Right, okay, so, of course, I'll go ahead and pull the torch out real quick while we figure this out. We have 4 levers and 3 gates. And a couple chests over here, check that out. And I'll be honest, I do not remember the specific one. I'm pretty sure I just push them until it works. Is my normal go-to. Okay, that opens the first one. Okay, 2 for 2. Hey guys, good news, we figured it out. And here we go, so now we've got a couple goblins over here. I believe one of them is going to be the chieftain. Then we'll probably have some reinforcements come up from below. Okay, I think that one over there has armor. This one seems a bit weaker, so let's start with this one. Okay, so far so good. Goblins seem pretty unaware. At least the basic variants. Where did you go? Here we go. Yeah, I think you might be a berserker or a chieftain. Skirmisher, that's what you are. I think that's a steel shield and a steel mace, so be a little bit careful. A little bit of fire damage on you. There we go. Okay, that woke everyone else up. Oh, and that was nice of him. He actually held on to his weapons. Yeah, steel and steel. I don't think it's worth the cost of value. Also, I think it might not even be goblins down there that we gotta deal with. I think it might just be the rats. If all we have to deal with is rats real quick, I'm gonna borrow your steel mace for a second. Let's get some XP out of it. Why not? Yeah, here we go. Okay, slight problem. I can't do the easy kill method through the fence. We should still be fine. You know what? It's armor grinding too. Why not? Probably also offload all of these. It's the one thing I forgot you want to do with your fatigue potions is sell them en masse, since you're going to have hundreds of them. Here we go. All right, now let's get that armor XP. All right, that's it. GG. Also, I think it just dawned on me. I don't remember if this was a limitation in the last Oblivion or not. I think it was. You can cast spells and still level up in this game. Like, I was at full health and I used my restoration and I actually leveled up off it. I think they might have made it even easier to level up in this game than it used to be. That's great. Because I believe an old limitation of conjuration also used to be that you had to have enemies nearby. I feel like I've gotten a level up without that either, now that I think about it. So the random casting out in the middle of nowhere is even more effective than it used to be. Hooray. Here we go, last 2 chests. Hopefully something decent. Okay, decent chunk of gold and something to sell. Cure poison's literally useless to us. Dispel's pretty decent. That's how you can actually get rid of some magic effects, and we'll get into when that's useful a little bit later in the game once we actually have a decent little spell kit. For now, we don't really need it right away, and we are up to level 8. The secret does seem to be hard work, yes, but it's also kind of blind passion and inspiration. And I think we do go 5 into strength before I forget. Go ahead and get endurance up to 60, I think is a decent area, and a little bit more into agility. I might trickle that one up to 70 and then we'll probably focus on something else. And we're almost up to level 9 already. Yeah, you level a lot faster in the remaster than you used to. I hope that means everything else got scaled accordingly, because this is also one of the reasons I want to do the main story a little bit early in this game. The game scales off you, at least it used to. I don't know if it still works the same way. So if you waited to go to the first Daedra place until you were like level 18 or level 20, if I remember correctly, the game would react accordingly. So you can make the first time into Oblivion a nightmare for yourself if you put it off for too long. Let's continue our trek west. We should be a-okay. I don't think there's actually too much between us and Wayne Priory now, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, before we head up there, we might as well stop over here at the Odil Farm. Pretty sure nothing bad is ever gonna happen here. You can grab all this food, by the way. It's not stealing, so that is a lot of free alchemy we can do in a little bit, especially considering it looks like you're guaranteed to succeed at alchemy now. So this used to actually have a failure chance, but now you can grab literally everything. One family's future ruined for a couple hundred gold. Fantastic. And welcome to Wayne Priory. We made it. Hello, Joffrey. How do you look?
I'm Brother Joffrey. What do you want?
You look fantastic. Got some jewelry for you.
This cannot be. No one but the Emperor is permitted to handle the amulet. Let me see it. By the Nine! This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death?
I was there when he died. It was pretty bad.
As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
First off, who exactly is the Prince of Destruction?
The Prince of Destruction he referred to is none other than Mehrunes Dagon, one of the lords of the demonic world of Oblivion. The Emperor's words, "Close shut the jaws of Oblivion," certainly suggest that he perceived some threat from Oblivion. But all the scholars agree that the mortal world is protected from the Daedra of Oblivion by magical barriers.
Well, was. Okay, so it's no problem then, right?
I'm not sure. Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark, for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the emperor was aware of.
The Emperor asked me to find his son.
I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night, Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time, he would ask about the child's progress. Now, it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives.
All right, so where can I find this royal bastard?
His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can.
Get a little bit of backstory before we get too much further into the plot. First things first, what's up with the Amulet of Kings?
It will be safest here with me. When you return with Martin, we will figure out our next move. The Elder Council rules in the Emperor's absence by ancient tradition. Chancellor Akato heads the Elder Council and is the closest thing the Empire has to a leader right now. But the Blades answer only to the Emperor, of course. We are not an arm of the government. The coronation of each new Emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires in the Temple of the One. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the Emperor. His successor then lights them anew upon ascending to the throne. With Emperor Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries. The Daedra Prince of Destruction, an inveterate foe of all mortal races. He was involved with Jagar Tharn's plot against the Empire years ago. It doesn't surprise me to find his hand in the current calamity. Yes, Boris told you right. I am the Grand Master of the Blades. We serve the Emperor and the Septim bloodline. Talos is our patron. You wonder to find me here? Discretion is our watchword. Only a few of us have the honor to serve publicly in the Imperial Guard. One of the youngest blades ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I fear he will take the Emperor's death particularly hard.
And of course, you definitely do want to ask about that assistance because...
I keep a few things here in my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need.
And Joffrey's chest, and you get a full set of iron or leather. You can rush here right away if you really want to. I think it's worth doing the other stuff mainly because you get a bunch of loot and XP out of it. You can get a decent set of starting equipment here, and actually, while we're thinking about it, if we try to take all, okay, we are slightly over encumbered, so we will need to drop some of this. But how about that's where we call it apart for here, ladies and gentlemen. A bit more progress on the main storyline. We made our way over to Wayne Priory, so now we're on the trail of the Royal Bastard Martin. Of course, Kvatch is all the way down over here on the other side of the world. Well, not the other side of the world, a little bit of ways from us, but that is not insignificant. So we'll need to make our way that way. We'll probably travel back to the Imperial City and then head down to Skingrad and Kvatch. Of course, we are right next to Coral, which we might as well explore while we're here. Next time we'll start looking at Coral. We'll take a look around there, and there are a few things in Coral that are pretty important that we'll want to pick up while we're in the neighborhood. And of course, that is likely going to lead to having even more things to distract us. So hopefully y'all are looking forward to that. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you later.